History of the Galaxy Parts 1, 2, and 3.
1 being the best, of course.
What's up, you guys? It's Tim. Finally getting to my episode 6 recap. I know, I'm freaking behind, right? I wanted to get the episode 5 recap right, because there were so many Easter eggs and whatnot and callbacks that I wanted to get as much of them as I could. I think I still missed a few, but I just really enjoyed that episode, so I wanted to take my time. I hope you guys, liked it, and if you haven't watched it yet, it's right here. Anyways, episode 6, I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't like it as much as I liked episode 5, but it's still very enjoyable. The series as a whole has been really good. But anyways, let's get into it. Hu Yang is definitely still one of my favorite characters in the series, and I do like that when Ahsoka asks him to tell her a story, that he starts,
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So we didn't get much of Ahsoka on this one. In fact, that whole first sequence was it, and the story that she told Hu Yang about.
There's something I didn't tell her about Sabine.
Which is
She went with the enemy willingly.
impossible.
Was all that we got from Ahsoka. So the bad guys get to
Peridea, the ancient homeworld of my ancestors, the Dathomiri.
The whales came here to die.
Turns out it's a space whale graveyard. I mean, they go through skeletons of Purgle. A little more in Peridea, it's where the Night Sisters first lived before going to Dathomir. When they first see the Night Sisters, they say,
It reeks of Jedi.
Now the show focuses on Sabine, but I think they're really talking about Baylan. That's just me. It could be Sabine anyway, because she's the one that they imprison. This episode kind of gave a little bit of spotlight to Ray Stevenson's character. He seems to be looking for something on this planet, and they even gave a history on who he actually is. He was there.
When I was a bit older than you are now, I watched everything I knew burn.
The Jedi Temple?
During Order 66, and he tells Shin,
What I seek is the beginning.
I mean, really, it could be anything. It could be a gateway to the world between worlds, or he could be looking for the Bendu, or the Bindu is the Force being that trained Kanan to fight blind, or to see, even though he had been blinded later on in the Rebel series. But yeah, there's definitely something that's calling to Baylan. So we finally get Thrawn.
What was first just a dream has become a frightening reality for those who may oppose us.
It's funny how it looks like Sabine was actually trying to use the Force. It seemed like she started to believe that she was using it, but really it was just the Chimera, Thrawn's ship just flying over. And I love that they left it battle damaged from when the Purgle, pretty much took it into hyperspace. It wrapped its tentacles around it and just took it. And I love that the battle damage is still there. These Night Troopers, I love that this series is going back to some of the Japanese influences that Star Wars has. These stormtroopers that have the gold repairs, they're called the Kitsugi aesthetic. Basically, it's repairing breakages by putting gold in it, and then you see like the gold repairs, like of the cracks and whatnot. So there's a lot of these stormtroopers. Makes me really kind of think that they're zombies, much like how Marok was. And then they have these red, I guess ribbons, look more like duct tape to me, wrapped around their suits and whatnot for, support or whatever. Maybe even they decided to, do it as, reference to the Night Sisters. There are a lot of them, which is weird because there's really nothing else on Peridea. They make good on their word to Sabine.
You shall have provisions, a mount, and our latest intel on Bridger's whereabouts.
That they'll release her so that way she could find Ezra.
You may follow her at your own pace.
But Thrawn, the way he is, sends Balin and Shin after her anyways.
Sabine Wren will have the opportunity of finding Ezra Bridger, just as promised. And if she does, you and your master will destroy them both.
I love that Thrawn is the way he is. I mean, you see the master tactician. You see that he has like a particular goal, which is to get off the planet.
Our primary objective is to escape this galaxy. It matters not whether Wren and Bridger are killed or stranded here. The same can be said for your two mercenaries.
You even see that when he finds out that Ahsoka's alive, or that she could be alive.
We shall consider Ahsoka Tano alive until we know otherwise. And we shall prepare her accordingly. I want to know her background, history, homeworld, her master, everything.
Thrawn is a master tactician, and he wants to know who he's up against. During Sabine's search for Ezra, she comes across this species of alien that, look like hermit crabs, but when they're together, they look like a bunch of Ninja Turtles. And eventually, these Loti are how she finds Ezra. By the way, I'm not the biggest fan of the Ezra reveal in this one. It's too nonchalant.
I knew I could count on you.
Kind of wish he came off as a little more of a, maybe trying to save Sabine, but you know what? Sabine is pretty formidable in her own right. I mean, she's a Mandalorian. Back to Balin. He refers to Ezra and other Jedi that were trained after the fall of the temple as Boken Jedi.
Comes from a breed of Boken Jedi trained in the wild.
Boken is a wood sword used for training. You see Sabine actually using one when she's doing her training sequence with Huyang. I guess he's calling them Boken Jedi because maybe, he feels that they're mock Jedi because they never trained in the temple. But then again, he's got Shin who he's training, but...
He was trained as a Jedi. I trained to be something more.
So that's it for this recap. Like I said, I thought this episode was good. I mean, I didn't think it was great. Episode 5 is still my best one for obvious reasons. I'm a fan of the prequels. Thanks for watching. Again, thank you for the support. If you like this video, please consider giving a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on the episode 7 recap, which I'm hoping to get done real soon. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you.